One evening, I was sitting on the rooftop of my house watching the sun slowly disappear below the horizon. My eyes were fixed on my bank balance. Once again, there was almost nothing left. Just then, my grandfather walked up behind me. He looked at me, smiled, and quietly sat down beside me without saying a word. For a few moments, we simply watched the sunset in silence. Then he gently asked, "What's wrong, son? Why do you look so worried?" I let out a deep sigh. "Grandpa, I work hard every single day, but I never understand where my money goes. Every month it's the same story. I get paid, and within days it's gone." He smiled softly. "That tells me something," he said. "You've learned how to earn money, but you haven't learned how to manage it." I turned toward him, curious. He reached down, picked up a handful of sand, and placed it in his open palm. "Watch this," he said. As he kept his hand open, the sand slowly slipped through his fingers until nearly half of it had fallen to the ground. "Money works the same way," he explained. "If you spend it without intention, it'll quietly slip away before you even realize it." I listened carefully. Then he asked me another question. "If your job disappeared tomorrow, how many months could you pay your bills without worrying?" I paused for several seconds. "Honestly, probably not even 1 month." He nodded. "That's the reality for most people. People don't stay broke because they earn too little. They stay broke because they never build a plan for their money." "So what should I do?" I asked. "The first step," he replied, "is to give every dollar a purpose. Every dollar should know exactly where it's supposed to go." Then he pulled an old notebook out of his pocket. Inside were pages filled with tiny handwritten records of every expense. I smiled. "You still track every dollar?" He laughed. "My boy, if you don't know where your money goes, you'll never truly understand the value of your hard work." That sentence stayed with me. After a moment, he continued, "Almost everyone makes the same mistake. As their income grows, so do their expenses. A newer phone, more expensive clothes, a nicer car, more subscriptions, more monthly payments. They think they're improving their lifestyle, but little by little, they're selling their freedom." I asked, "Is buying nice things wrong?" He answered immediately, "Not at all. Buying something isn't the problem. Buying it without thinking is." A few minutes later, he pointed toward the old mango tree standing in front of the house. "Do you think that tree became that big overnight?" I smiled. "Of course not." He nodded. "Money works the same way. A tiny seed you plant today won't become a giant tree tomorrow. But if you're patient, one day that same seed will give you shade, fruit, and far more than you ever expected." Now I was beginning to understand. He looked at me and said, "Most people know how to save money, but very few know how to grow it. If your money just sits there, it slowly loses its power. But when you put it to work in the right place with the right knowledge, it starts working for you." I asked one last question. "What's the hardest part?" He didn't hesitate. "Waiting. Everyone wants to get rich fast, but real wealth is built slowly, and the things you gain quickly usually disappear just as fast." Then he looked straight into my eyes and said something I'll never forget. "First, your habits change. Then your decisions change, and eventually your entire life changes." By then, the sky had turned dark. As I sat there, I realized my grandfather hadn't just taught me about money, he had taught me how to think. As we walked back inside, he left me with one final piece of advice. Never stop working hard, but always combine hard work with wisdom. Hard work can feed you, but wise financial decisions can change the future of generations. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would stop chasing money. Instead, I would learn how money works, how to protect it, and how to make it work for me. If this story made you see money a little differently, take a moment to like this video. Leave a comment and tell me the biggest lesson you learned. And if you enjoy stories that can change the way you think, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. Remember, earning money is a skill, growing money is a habit, and the right habits have the power to transform your entire life.